Sharks, welcome back. We are coming to you now about 5 days following the Chicago Spartan Super. We had a super good time. There were 6 of us experienced racers and 8 newbies. However, for our YouTube this week, we wanted to do something really special. We want to introduce you to Becky. She was one of our Spartan newbies, and to be honest, Becky and I have known one another for many, many years. We grew up together. I think I met her the first time when I was 8, and I am currently 48. So I think we've got 4 decades of history there. What's special about Becky is that her and I were always, I guess for lack of a better term, the fat girls. We're both really tall. We were both really overweight most of our lives. And about a year after I started getting healthy, she reached out to me for help with her own journey. And about a year ago, she committed to and signed up for the Chicago Spartan. She spent a year training really hard, watching her diet, and getting prepared for this race. And honestly, it was an honor to run next to her and to help her finish. We did catch up with Becky at the finish line, and we've got a lot of really cool reflections from her. I hope you enjoy it.
Hey there, this is Becky. Coming to you about 24 hours after finishing 9.5 miles in the mud for the Chicago Super. First Spartan I've ever done. It's definitely one of those things I never imagined myself doing. And I guess Amy and some other sharks are pretty good at talking into crazy stuff, because I never imagined myself doing something like this. But signing up for it about a year ago is definitely an opportunity to get more serious about training and more targeted, and trying to make a specific plan and having an end in sight, a goal in sight. And I think that has really helped me to stay focused. But even with that, when January 1st hit, I seriously thought I was going to throw up. Because all of a sudden, it was 2018. 2018, the year that I'm going to be doing a Spartan. Really? I'm going to do a Spartan? That's crazy. That's not something that I do. That's not who I am. But here we are, and I got the bruises to show for it. They're looking pretty good. I got a lot of them. So it's kind of a weird feeling sitting here knowing everything that happened yesterday. There were so many times where I wanted to quit. I think after we'd been out there for, I don't know, 4 hours or so, and I don't know how many times I had fallen down in the mud, how many times my shoes had come off, how many portions of a mile I had walked.
You're home.
You got it. You're home. Feet because I couldn't keep my shoes on.
Yeah, Becky.
The team was there for me. The team kept me going. And knowing my team back home from Anytime Fitness too, that we're all cheering me on, and my family, and you know, that's what kept me going. It was hard. It was the hardest physical thing I've ever done in my life. And what I found interesting though was that the parts that I thought were going to be hard, I was better prepared for than I thought I was. I really had not given myself enough credit for that, and I'm really proud of that. The parts that I thought that I could do, the walking, the running, well, there wasn't really any running because you just couldn't run in 12 inches of mud. That part was what was killing me, and at one point I fell down with a calf cramp, and I just screamed. And I did not know how I was going to go on, but my teammates were there and they picked me up, and I kept going. So I guess the point of this is to say that, like Amy says, if I can do it, you can do it. I'm 49 years old. I've never done anything like this in my life. I've fought my weight my entire adult life. I'm still not where I want to be with my weight, but I've come so far in the last year, 18 months, and you can do it too. If you're sitting on the couch today and you're wondering how you're going to do it, just one step at a time, 1 foot in front of the other. That's how I made it through 9.5 miles of mud. And really, that's just an analogy for life. You just got to keep going.
I've heard no cursing.
One thing that's kind of coincidental, or, well, I don't really believe in coincidences, but
Wow.
I was listening to an episode of Wait, Don't Tell Me, a radio show out of NPR Chicago on my way home today, and they were interviewing, and I can't remember his name, it's terrible, I think it was David Wise, but anyway, he was an Olympian half-pipe skier, and they were talking about the Winter Olympics this past winter and how he'd done 2 attempts, and they only get 3 attempts. He's a former gold medalist, and he did get the gold again, but his first 2 attempts, he lost a ski. And they were asking him, you know, well, what was it like that 3rd time you went up, and how did you handle it? How did you feel about it? And he said, you know, I just had a peace about it, because to God be the glory. Whether I fail or I succeed, to God be the glory. And yeah, there were moments that I didn't achieve exactly what I wanted to achieve yesterday, and there were other ones where I know I killed it, and that's okay. So anyway, thank you to Team 1DOS, thank you to my family, thank you to my Anytime Fitness family. Couldn't have done it without any one of you. Love you.
All right, let's go!